going on another episode of the Dingbat District podcast. I cannot wait for this episode. I've got a very good friend of mine on the episode today. I want y'all to make some noise at home for my friend Ihoma Honda.
So it's Honda.
Oh. Okay, so you're the second person's last name I fucked up. I messed up Cheyenne's.
My name gets fucked up all the time. All the time.
I mean, I did have to ask you the first day I met you, like, a lot about the name.
Everyone has to ask me about my name. Because it's not,
it's
I'm
not,
the only one.
Your name isn't Jeff. Like,
right.
I feel like you got to understand it. You're like, hey, just so I heard that right. But
no, so it's Ihoma, and then the last name is Honda. Like you got hit by a car. You're like, Honda.
She gave you like the easiest directions too of saying it.
Okay, but she told me also that it sounds like getting hit by a car, and I correctly said, ow, Honda. I don't think I get hit by a car and go, oh, I'm sorry. Like,
it just depends on if you say or if you say ow when you're surprised.
Fair enough.
It's not an O. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just a stone cold stunner. You don't get hurt.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. And go ahead and tell people your social media where they can find you at home.
So my social media where you can find me at home is on Instagram. It's Ihoma_comedy.
Awesome. And this is going to be a very fun episode because we just got to hang out last night at a very interesting show, to say the least.
We did.
Before we get into all of this, I'm going to say blanketly up front that it wasn't. It was a first experience. And when you're running your first show, that's tough.
It is.
But, I mean, I think we go chronologically from front to back. And so how the show starts. And
let's roll it back even further.
Even further.
So there was the promise of food.
Oh, I forgot about the food. Yeah, so he said, come hungry.
Come hungry. I had not eaten all day. Literally. And I got there 30 minutes before the show started, 20 minutes before. And so I'm racing downstairs to the basement. And I get there and there's 15 comics just milling around. And I don't care.
It just looks like a sad singles party?
Yes. And it's all men.
And you.
And me.
So it does look like a sad singles mixer.
I didn't know what I was walking in on. I signed up for a comedy show.
At best, that's Fight Club for comics.
Well, I saw someone eating a plate of pasta and I was like, yes, say less. And then I walked up and I was like, where's the food? And they're like, oh. I was like, don't play with me right now. All gone. Gone.
Did they get an entree from Olive Garden? What the hell?
I don't know, but to feed that many comics, there must have been so much food.
Yeah, and someone has a plate of pasta like they brought it from home.
Yeah. It smelled really good, too.
Yeah, and, we've been doing this a long time. For food parties, you just get, Little Caesars.
First of all, I'm a lady. So please don't feed me Little Caesars.
Okay, Domino's?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But, if I'm going to get 50 pizzas for 15 comics, which is what
Okay, that's fair.
That's
fair. Yeah.
What is that going to be, $35? That's a lot of money. Hey, Little Caesars, they've got some deals, though. They've got some deals every once in a while.
If you get the pretzel pizza is good.
And that just made my stomach hurt.
I don't believe you.
No.
It's good.
No.
No,
good.
I've had a pretzel pizza at Pizza Hut when they were doing the lunch buffets. Did y'all have the Pizza Hut lunch buffets?
No.
No, we were poor.
That's how you get E. coli.
Oh. But that's fine. E. coli is fine when you go to a buffet because you need to get some way of getting all that out. And that's how you do it. Just like we were talking about with Cheyenne, I'd love a Parasite. That would be awesome. If I could go back to eating like a fat kid again.
You can get one. I'm pretty sure you can order tapeworms online.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
I've got the keyboard. I don't got to ask Blake anymore.
Yeah, and then when you're ready for it to be done, you just take a pill, and then it flushes it out. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I watch a lot of TV.
Oh, not dewormer. Come on, Amazon.
Some ivermectin.
Let's see if I can get one more by putting in diet, and then if I swear to God, by putting in diet, I might just get so many blonde white women and their diet tips from a vlog. Tapeworm Slim. Holy.
I'll tell you a lot of things, but I won't tell you a lie.
At the same time, the National Health Services needs to make billions in efficiency savings. Half the population of Great Britain are overweight and clinically obese. As nobody wants to give up their lifestyle, convenience, and capitalism continues to profit from the saturated fats of processed food, something has to
Paxton, that's a book.
I know.
Oh, okay.
So, it's a man. I expected from this lady's body it to be a man's name or a woman's name that wrote this book. It's got no reviews. It doesn't have
I-
a single review on it.
Clearly, I'm the dumb one. I thought that was like a pill bottle, like a box that like had a pill bottle in it, and then you're reading it. And I was like, that sounds like a synopsis.
You want diarrhea? Like, take this medicine.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, if you want diarrhea, read this bio. Yeah. You're all fat pieces of even in Britain over there, and now they're trying to figure out, so you can use bugs, basically, is what they're saying. What is this sentence? Where does it start? Yet the Queen Victoria Hospital has dismissed her own on the grounds of malpractice due to the non-consensual test she has performed on her patients and have labeled her arrogant, dangerous, and incompetent.
So there was a doctor who
Okay.
patented a product.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I skipped one sentence too much.
Imagine,
Dr. Sahara Scarseed.
I don't know that giving someone a tapeworm like deserves a patent. You know, I feel like
Hey,
that's
you
just...
you're gonna make your money somehow.
Maybe a Nobel Prize. They did
I-
with ivermectin.
What about John Brinkley? That guy was putting goat balls in other people's balls and making them more virile, supposedly. Shout out Scott Crisp. That was a fun episode. I'm in
You spend a lot of
manic
time on the
episode.
internet.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, he came onto the podcast and we talked about John
Oh.
Brinkley. Here, let's do a run it back of John Brinkley. We'll come back to the tapeworm and also the story of the show. But welcome back to the Dingbat District podcast, where it is also known as the Scratch and Sniff podcast. John Brinkley. So before I pull up John Brinkley, let's keep talking about the show from last night. The show was great, but they did not bring food. And to start off the show, this is just where someone might not know things about comedy. Jesus H. Christ, if you don't put music before comedy. Oh my God.
Why not?
Because no one, unless the band is as shitty as they were, sorry, Nosh.
They're called Nosh.
Yeah, a terrible name, bad name,
Nosh.
bad name. Get a better name and a better drummer. But we'll get to him. We'll get to him.
Some real hot takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The drummer of all people.
But you don't put music before comedy because it's such a different energy. Even in like your best mood, if you're standing waiting for the comic to walk on stage, you sit back down and you're like, I'm ready. This is gonna be fun. And the music, you're like, oh, I want to. If they're a grunge band like they were, you want to bang your head, and
Right.
like you can't go from banging your head and amped up to like
sitting quietly.
sitting quietly and it's like, oh, that was a good one. Yeah, it just doesn't work out. So like the vibe was off from the beginning, and going back to what just blanketly and bluntly, they were bad, but it wasn't entirely their fault because the sound was off in this place. The singer couldn't get her words out over the music, so you
Right.
couldn't hear her at all.
Right.
If she sang louder, the music peaked, or the
Yeah.
lyrics peaked, so you couldn't. It was all muffled. She had no stage presence whatsoever. She looked like she was being forced to be on that stage.
Paxton knows this person personally.
I do.
And-
No, I don't. But
God.
I can't be alone in this. She was walking around like this was like. When I worked at Walmart, I'd walk around like that, faking, like asking people if they needed help, so I didn't have to go return
At
carts.
least she moved around. She could have just stayed like smack in the center and just like
She could. She.
she could have. I mean, like she wasn't doing a whole lot, but
In other words, she was not David Bowie.
In other words, she was not David Bowie.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, from what I could tell, she had a good voice, but the music itself was so loud.
I couldn't hear her at all.
I was trying my best.
At all.
Because she also had a fun vibe, at least. She had homemade jorts.
She did.
Were they docks, I think, on her feet, and then like a big metal T-shirt. I can't remember the band, but I was ready to listen.
I was distracted by the guitarist that kept getting on one knee. Like he was like
Was he proposing?
he was like
No, he kept pulling a fucking Tebow. It was
I kept waiting for like the riff, like you know what I mean, like the music to match the energy that he was trying to convey, but it like didn't happen.
He was all hair, no talent. It was crazy. He had the biggest mane of beautiful hair I've wanted my whole life.
did.
He looked like Aquaman or something. He was such a pretty man until he strummed his fucking guitar. It was like okay, so imagine the kid at every college party that pulls out his guitar and plays Wonderwall.
Oh my god.
If you gave him 3 more years, that was that kid.
It's a good song.
It's a great song, but it's not hard.
The song's not the problem.
Yeah. He was acting like he was playing like a Van Halen riff.
I was waiting for like something.
Yeah, you were waiting for Eruption or something to just take
like
off.
even like a tempo change that wasn't the drummer.
Yeah, and
You know.
was their first song 15 minutes long?
You just said first song. Did they do 2?
Thank you. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Like, there was no break ever. If there was
Were
ever
they-
a break, like
Pink Floyd or
I was
some
thinking,
shit?
like, I turned to Kylie sitting next to me. I was like, "Is this fucking Tool? Like, is this 2112 from Rush? Like, what's happening?" There wasn't a break or like. This is what's impressive. They played for 14 minutes straight, but like you said, there was no change. It was just the same patterns all over again. And then he kept. The funny thing was, he was whomping on his fucking pedal trying to get shit to change, and like I don't think he knew how to do it.
Aww.
And I don't know anything about it, but like my uncle played guitar. I was like, I don't think he's doing that right.
What if in like 10 years they're the most famous band like on the planet?
Nosh,
Mm-hmm.
well,
And we were just talking.
It'd be the next Fallout Boy.
previously known as Nosh, because they'll change their name by then.
Hmm.
Okay, so the drummer, that was very fun to watch because I get autistic about drummers. I wish I could drum. I wish I had a drum set, but I just don't. I just respect them. I watch from afar. But I swear to Christ, this kid got picked up that day for that show. I was watching him, and he looked like he just fell off a bridge or something, and then they pulled him. He was just so stiff. He was just robotic, and he it hurt me watching him.
I kept waiting. Like the downbeat kept getting missed. It's like the downbeat was chasing him, but he was hiding from it. You know.
He didn't have a whole lot of rhythm. He was really nervous.
I think I think that's part of it, right? These are this is an amateur band.
Yeah.
You know.
Very amateur. The bassist didn't turn around once. I don't know what he looks like until he called out the guy.
Maybe
Do you
he had
remember how
stage
he-
fright.
Do you remember how the bassist called out the comedians?
No.
The first or third or the song ended, and he goes, "All right, let's get some comics out here." And he just he turned the stage left and found Marco, who was just sprinting onto the stage. I felt so bad.
Oh, poor Marco.
I know, and he was doing his best job.
Well, but we didn't get to have the dress rehearsal either.
We're supposed to be a dress rehearsal.
You did not pay attention to that message, though.
No, I did. I just here was my thing, and we're in the same boat because we're both over here near North Fort Worth, so you can't pin us down.
Right.
I'm not driving an hour.
I can't.
Exactly.
I can't.
And at 4 p.m.
That I absolutely cannot do.
Dude, that was like he said.
I'm still at
Can
work.
anyone do it 4 p.m.? I'm like, no one can.
Absolutely not.
And if
Especially
they can, take them off the show. Then make them get a job.
Especially Dallas traffic.
Right.
Right.
It's the worst time.
I'd have to leave at lunchtime to get to that on time. And I've also never been. I've
never gone to a dress rehearsal. I've never in my life done that. And also for a 5-minute set, what is the dress rehearsal?
What were you doing? In a theater, like Broadway shit?
It
like,
was.
you guys are
It was a pretty
comedians.
theater-esque venue.
You guys
but
are
it was-
comedians. You show up
But
in the outfits.
I
that
have
you
my
on.
material, and I'm gonna go do my material, and then I'm gonna get off the stage. So where's the rehearsal part of that?
Right.
I guess is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
I physically couldn't come out here and just talk for 5 minutes without any plot. Is
Yeah.
that what you want me to do? I'm not doing my jokes.
But that's kind of what open mics are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I hate those too.
No, but I'm saying I'll just go to an open mic. It's not an hour away at 4 p.m.
Yeah, that was another thing is I turned to Kylie, who I was with, and I was saying, hey, if you come to this, you got to know that this is like an open mic and a half. This
Open
is,
mic and a half.
This is, 15 people are on.
Mhm.
One person is doing more than 5 minutes, and that's the headliner. And I think he did 10. Our headliner did 10 minutes.
Did he close out the show?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, originally they were supposed to have bands on either end. They were supposed to bookend us.
Did the rapper not go?
There was a rapper?
But
I left immediately.
this actually
I
sounds
also
like a
left.
good show. Like you
Well,
guys
so
are
they
actually selling
started-
it.
On paper.
Yeah.
It was
Up top, it was Nosh, which I hope someday they change their name to Pinosh. And then it
but
was.
they don't have it.
Well, they'll find it. They're young.
Or Pinot Greegee.
Pinot Greegee. I would watch that.
Yeah.
But
That
no,
would
it
be
was.
a band for a bunch of 35-year-old white moms whose kids are 12 and not wanting to hang out with them. Let's go see Pinot Greegee.
Some
Playing
great
at the Bomb
merch.
Factory.
You could have some really cool merch.
That could be like the next Oasis.
Let's picture their merch right here, right now. I'm thinking a broken, half-empty bottle of Pinot Greegee on the floor, and maybe a little bit of blood.
This is for
Pinot Greegee.
35-year-old
Right.
white women. It's
Right.
not for
You don't
Charlie
know
Sheen.
you don't know the angst of a 35-year-old white woman whose kids hate her. Ask my mom. My mom showed me. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but my
You're
mom
okay.
showed me Eminem, Buck Cherry, and Nickelback. There's a reason I am the way I am. There's some heat behind those women.
I think their merch would be more like I feel like it should be like a long neck, like a wine bottle, but the neck longer than usual, and like a mom like like twirling down it like a stripper pole. No.
Oh, I see what
You've
you're
seen
saying.
the vision.
Yes, now I do.
You know, or
I
like
was-
hanging off of it and like.
What would be okay? So, are we keeping the band itself? Are we keeping formerly known as Nosh as the groups of Nosh and that style of music?
No, I think you'd have to make a pivot.
Okay, you'd have to make a
Yeah.
pivot. Okay,
Yeah.
so then maybe not what I was thinking, but I was thinking like the
I see.
head of a mom was the cork stopper. If they were still kind of a grunge metal band, but for moms.
No, I think what they should do is do the Pinot Greegee thing
Hmm.
and then do all that marketing that you guys are talking about, but then become like a Oasis cover band. That's what they
they should
do
just market
music-wise.
themselves as an Oasis cover band.
I
That's-
think they should hire us as like.
I think they should quit.
How the fuck are they going to pay us? They don't seem like they're raking it in.
I look, Nosh, if you're watching this in 15 years, when you're famous,
Guys, we got talked about it on a podcast.
and you
And
know,
me and Paxton are working at the same Starbucks.
Yeah. We're gonna come shit on you. Like, wow, there's nothing to shit on, man.
This-
You want a frappuccino or not? Get the fuck out of here.
God, Frappuccino, be a man.
Well, what else would I go to Starbucks for?
Coffee, like actual
Yeah, but
coffee.
why would I go to Starbucks to get a black coffee?
Yeah, that's true.
It's like $2.
Dude, every time I go
Oh.
to Starbucks and I order a black coffee, they're like, "What? Like, yeah,
You're
yeah,
like,
I'll get you a coffee."
I had
Yeah, it's the easiest thing I've had to make all day.
I had a barista. Like I thought they were going to like cry because they were like super busy, and I did go in for a black coffee one, not at like a Starbucks, but at basically a
Something, yeah.
Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked for a black coffee, and like just a happy tear went down her face. Like, thank you. I'm so busy. If I had to half whip one more fucking thing.
Oh. Yeah, no, working at Starbucks is not for the weak.
No.
Yeah, they're like
'Cause
mixologists.
They are, absolutely.
Once their hair turns blue, they've been through a lot, and that's when they can work at Starbucks.
Well, and think about who their clientele is like people that are like just
Fans of
beyond
Pinot Greegee.
entitled. Yeah.
But like a good mixologist, like they make their money through tips and shit. They don't get tips.
no,
They get
yeah.
minimum wage.
Well, you get the option on the app, but like no one
Not
does it.
fucking tipping
Yeah.
them.
Right.
Uh, my thing with tipping is if you make the thing, I'll do it. I would love to
Mhm.
tip the kitchen staff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't care to tip the wait staff because that just incentivizes them for them to bother me more. When I go out, I want you to come 3 times to fill up my glass, 2 times,
Mhm.
give me my bread and take my order.
So it depends on where you're working at, but I worked at a restaurant when I was like 18,
Mhm.
and if your drink got to halfway full, we had to bring you a new one. It was like company policy, and we
Okay.
would get chewed out if we didn't. And so like people would be like, "I don't need another drink," and I was like, "Yeah, you don't understand. My job's on the line. Like,
Right.
please take this soda."
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So and I do appreciate that because I do
Mhm.
guzzle down sodas when I go.
I think it's annoying. I think it would be annoying.
As long as they don't talk to me. That's the biggest thing. Is like if you ruin my conversation or my sitting by myself and my intrusive mental thoughts, if you break that, I'm gonna get mad, and I'm gonna take 30 cents off each time off the tip.
Jesus, you know they make $2.13 an hour. Yeah.
I was one.
You were.
I don't do that.
You're one of us, and
I was
you're
one.
just.
What do you think?
Gooble Gobble, one of us.
One of us. One. What did the lobster or the shrimp say in the fish tank in Nemo?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I'm a grown ass man.
Shut the fuck up. Finding Nemo's great.
Don't
And
hate
that
on
still
Pixar.
came out when you were like 6.
I did.
DreamWorks?
I saw it whenever I was 5. My dad took me.
What did he? No.
You just hate your dad.
The
Yeah,
shrimp?
AMC
Jacques?
Grapevine.
Jacques. Didn't he say something about like one of us? Am I mixing up
don't-
movies?
So that's actually from a very old like French movie back in the 30s at Google Gobble, one of us, and it's been reused like hundreds of times
Does
throughout.
Google Gobble mean anything, or did they just need to fill dialogue?
So I mean, you can look it up, but it was I forgot what just type in Google Gobble, one of us, and it should come up. But they're all mentally handicapped people.
oh, Blake, God damn it! You gotta tell me
Should've
that
said
before
that
I
before.
type in. Because now I still want to see this,
Oh,
but now I'm gonna feel
no.
bad. But I'm still gonna look.
And they ripped it. The movie I always remember it from is
know they don't get
Wolf of
paid
Wall
for-
Street.
Oh, they did it in Wolf.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, of
That's
course,
South Park. Yeah.
It should be
oh.
the
First.
black and white one in the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
and turn on the volume. I'd have it muted on the remote.
Thank you. Oh, hey, that's my voice. Oh, what a time. What a time for that to start playing immediately. I don't know if anyone heard it at home, but I unpaused unmuted the TV and it said, "Eating cookies naked at home." Go watch episode 53 with Michael Pasvar. Please. Okay. Oh, my. Blake. Come on, man.
I told you.
Way too late, because I still need to watch this video.
You're going to have nightmares or something.
So if you can't tell, this lady has been a meme before and is now ruining from 13 to 15 for text messages for me, because I use this meme a lot. Oh, Jesus
And
Christ.
you're calling me the asshole. Like,
You didn't warn me early enough.
There was a lady on American Horror Story
Did it look like that?
had
Did it look
whatever
like one of the
condition
talking heads from Harry Potter?
that had whatever condition that is.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, I'm not thinking Beetlejuice. I'm thinking it was like the second Harry Potter when he gets on the bus that goes in between the other buses.
Yeah.
And the
Why
little
the long
shrunken
faces?
head. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little shrunken head that hangs from the dash, and he turns around and talks to you, and he looks like that lady.
I never watched those movies.
Well, you're stupid. Don't watch them now because they don't hold up the same. But
They're about to remake them all.
what?
Yeah.
That's not the point.
It's not the point.
You
The
haven't
point
watched
is-
any of the Harry Potter movies?
I watched like the first 3, and then I just
You missed them. The fourth one, the third one's the best one. The fourth one, no.
I remember
Fifth
he
one.
like fought that snake with
Which one's
like a
the fourth?
sword.
Order of the Phoenix.
Goblet
of Fire's not fourth.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Pretty sure.
I thought Order
It's Sorcerer's Stone.
Chamber, Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber. No, Chamber of
Yeah.
Secrets, Sorcerer's Stone.
No, Sorcerer's Stone is the first
Prisoner
one.
of Azkaban. That
Is
was
the third and
that
the
was
best
the
one.
last one I watched.
That's
Prisoner of Azkaban
that's
is
a
the
great one.
third one.
Yes.
Fourth one is Goblet of Fire.
Is it?
Triwars of Tournament, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Cedric dies.
Yeah.
Team Jacob all the way, baby.
Have you seen that video online that's like easily like the worst piece of acting that Daniel Radcliffe did when he's like over Cedric Diggory's body and he looks back and he's like, he's back! Voldemort's back! It just like
Shit. Harry Potter, bad acting.
I'm glad you like the keyboard. Now I don't have to look up shit.
Yeah, they'll have to figure it out.
have to cut his pay a little bit.
Oh, no. He just lives here for cheap.
Ah.
Yeah. I got to keep my baby boy. Harry Potter. Oh, wow. I really fucked that up. Sorry, Blake. For all the... I'm making up for all the past non-apologizing for making fun of how bad you type. Because it's hard.
Look up Harry Potter saying like he's back.
Gooble Gobble, one of
No.
us.
I'm back. That's Cam Newton, not the same thing, but...
No, that's actually Sam Ellinger.
Oh, Cam Newton did the same thing.
Yeah, go ahead. That's what Okay.
There's no Shark Robertson.
For God's sake, Dumbledore, what's happened?
He's back. He's back. Voldemort's back. Cedric, he asked me to bring his body back. I couldn't leave him. Not that.
It's all right, Harry. It's all right. He's home. You both are.
Like, open your eyes.
I didn't think that was that bad.
I could have been better. He just like, hey, he looked, I don't know. He's Harry Potter at this point. He's already seen a lot of shit, but that was still like, should have been his reaction in the first movie when he found out life was fucked.
What, at like the age of 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when you figured it out, right?
Was this the 4th movie in? 5th?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, he's probably phoning it in. Like,
They made
what are
9
what
or
the fuck
7.
are they gonna do? Fire Harry Potter 4 movies in?
That's a really
that's a good
fucking
point.
great point. Holy shit, Blake. Oh
that's
my God.
That's a fair
I'm
point.
doing really good tonight.
Yeah, you killed it, buddy. Good job.
I think I'm more involved now with this new setup. I can see.
Yeah, you don't have to be as much producer as you are
Well,
as
I
part of
can
it.
just see everybody better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That too.
You kind of like, you're kind of giving Harry Potter right now, like in the closet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like under the
Yeah.
little staircase.
I got the glasses. The hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gay. Oh.
Oh.
Thank you.
Don't remember that in the books. Okay.
You haven't read
it's
my
up to
book.
interpretation.
No.
It's-
Well, I don't think J.K. Rowling would be cool with that.
I thought she just hated trans people. Not
I think she is just not a very nice lady.
really.
Yeah.
That sucks. Burn them all. Burn the books.
Well, no.
Fahrenheit 241, 251. One of those books.
251.
251. I got it. Burn the books.
Mm.
Burn the bodies.
Well, now you've got me wondering, is it 251 or 241? I don't know.
Isn't that fun when someone breaks your glass? You're like, I had all the confidence in the world about this
yeah.
until you said something.
You know what? The band Deadmau5, for years, I thought it was Deadmau 5. For like a really long time.
Do you remember the band Ohio?
No.
It was 0310. I called them 0310 for way too long.
So that makes it H.
Oh, wait. I'm wrong. Wow, I'm just scratch and sniff. Welcome back. Ohio band.
I know. I get up for 1 minute to look at the
Shit.
cameras.
Not the marching
Of course
band.
they're gonna show
They do have a good marching band. I used to live in Ohio.
Boo.
Marching bands are sick.
Yeah, I don't like
since,
Ohio, but
since having NCAA 2025, I've been listening to way more college bands. It's just like HBCU college marching bands.
you've been listening to Nosh too.
No.
That's a college.
Never
band.
done.
That's a fair point.
It's not the same. None of them were black, and that's why it wasn't good.
The rapper, is it Plies?
What?
The rapper from last night, or
No.
Oh.
No, I never saw him go up.
Okay, fair enough.
But there's a rapper named Plies, the one that's like, do you want your eggs fried or fertilized? No. Okay.
No.
All right. Keep
No,
going.
Sorry, that was a little too far into the female rage for me to understand.
Yeah.
Is she a female?
We
rage?
we both are
It's
an
a boy.
Oh,
It's a
yeah,
a man.
we both are an encyclopedia of just nonsense, but that was over our heads.
going back to the comedy show. Yeah. We can't talk shit about much comedy because that's just our friends at this point.
Right.
And not even. I'm not going to talk shit about my friends. I will all day long and twice on Sunday.
You know what we
but-
could do is talk about the audience that doesn't know how to keep their mouth shut.
Right. Well, you say audience, and I agree with you, but we gotta dial it back just a little bit. It was one guy.
It was one gentleman.
One guy that looked like that dude from Revenge of the Nerds, and I wanted to bounce him off the fucking stairwell. He was making me mad.
Just in case you guys didn't know, we work really hard on our material. And when you talk to us and you say stupid things, it cuts into our time.
Yeah, and
We don't like that.
coming from a guy that does crowd work, 2 out of every 15 comics like doing crowd work.
Right.
None of them yet are good at it. That's coming from me. So, don't talk to us. We aren't Matt Rifes out here. He's very quick. I'll give him that.
He's quick-witted.
He's very quick-witted, but we aren't him.
Mm.
We're doing a college on a Monday night for a reason. It's because we're working on it.
Well, what's crazy is that no comics asked him questions. No one was attempting to do crowd work. He just was.
He was a heckler.
What do you think I
point.
was praying for him?
He was just in the conversation.
I was talking to, who was it? Maybe it was Beeman.
Mm.
And we'll get to Beeman here in a second. Actually, no. That has to stay cut out if I bring that up. But yeah, love you, Beeman. You did something great. I love you. But that guy wouldn't stop talking. He didn't talk during Jack's, which sucked. Because if they talk during the first one, at least he's going to talk during everyone.
Happen, right.
And then he was just pickpocketing when he wanted to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Talk during Kane's. Talk during yours. Talk during. I don't think he talked during Nikki's, but I was backstage then, so I couldn't see.
Mm-hmm.
He talked to. You went
Fourth.
Mm-hmm. So he talked to. He didn't talk during Devon's because he couldn't get a word in edgewise on Devon.
Love that
Love
man.
so
I
much.
love him.
God damn.
He is so positive and just smiley and happy all the time.
Okay, so I don't do this often, but please go follow our friend Devon Rogers, Black _ mayonnaise. Black _ mayonnaise. Follow me at home. I think he's one of Flavor Flav's illegitimate children.
From the Flavor of Love era.
I love Devon.
Incredible.
So he was at my. No, not my first one. He was at my second open mic. I met him in Louisville. Did you ever hear about a mic named The Anchor?
Mm-mm.
So it was in Louisville. It didn't last very long, I don't think, or at least I just caught the tail end of it. It was at a very shitty bar that I later found out does free poker tournaments, just for fun. If you don't, that was the big thing, is a free poker tournaments for the people that don't like to drink. But they did it at a bar. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It didn't. But the host of that was hilarious. He was a fun guy that looked exactly like Primetime, like Deion Sanders. I walked in and I go, there's no fucking way that's Deion Sanders running an open mic. What happened? I thought he was doing well at Colorado. What is going on?
Hey.
But it turns out he goes by DJ Primetime because he looks so much like Primetime. So that's a fun little stealing of character that he does. Little identity theft that's fun.
Who or what has been the worst heckler you've ever had?
Probably me.
If you had to like put your finger on it.
Oh, they're probably, well, okay, so I've got two. One that heckled during my set, and then one that heckled during everyone else's set that I made my problem. But very early on, I was doing some hosting for Noah Shark because I asked if I could, and he was very nice. So shout out Noah. He's a great guy, and he let me get some experience there. And he had, when he was still doing like showcases and shows, I got to guest host a showcase. And I feel bad because for the life of me, I can't remember the comic's name. But he was doing this delightful bit about toilet paper. And I was loving every second of it. And it was a clean comic at Reno's. So I was just like, come on. Like, this never happens. This is an anomaly in and of itself. There's a fucking mural of Paul Leguizamo outside, or Phil Leguizamo outside. Pantera, metal band.
Leguizamo is a crazy last name. Okay.
Yeah. Is that his last name? Do you know?
No.
It's super fun to say.
It really is, but
Wow.
don't look him up
Okay.
because he has some racist rants.
That sounds very Italian.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a lot of racist rants, and that ruined Pantera
I'm
for me.
so tired of hearing people doing dumb stuff. Like,
yeah. And by racist rants, I mean in the middle of his concert. He has written in time for his set list to do a somewhat racist rant.
well, you got to make time for what you care about.
I guess that's better than doing it during a DUI.
What?
Mel Gibson.
Oh, that's buddy. You're too smart for your own good sometimes.
Yeah.
That was a great reference, and that just flew over both of our heads. Like,
Sorry.
9 times out of 10, we'll just go like and then get back to what we were doing. And now you're like I have no fucking clue.
Ooh, the DUI.
What were we just talking about? Oh God.
Your heckler.
Oh right. Okay. So, and this is what sucked is a frequent guy that came to Reno's brought a date. And she was the heckler because she got too drunk. And she was talking during this guy's set, and I got mad because she didn't stop the whole time. And as the guest host, I thought it would be my job to do that. And I walk up and very politely I go, ha, you've got to stop talking. And if you don't, I'd love to see you try and talk around a ball gag in my basement. Now, next comic.
Jesus.
Wasn't sexual. It wasn't Pulp Fiction. I was just mad. Yeah. She looked like the type of lady that would talk around a blowjob, and she just... I felt bad for
What
every
does that
comic.
mean?
She could somehow still do it.
What?
Have you never heard that expression before?
No.
Never in my life.
Oh, a lady that can still talk, somehow find a way to talk to you while giving you a blowjob? Y'all never? Oh, okay. Well, I'm weird and rude.
Was she doing the alphabet? Well,
Nah, she just like... She was drunk, slurring, and couldn't get her sentences out, and then by the end, she would will the sentence out. Like, it was, and I hate you. Like, it was just fucking hate.
She had to rev up.
It was like an old shitty truck. You just had to whomp on it and it'd get to 60 eventually.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she was a bad lady, but, you know, what I said was worse, and that's okay.
If someone said that to me, I'd have someone walk me to my car at the end of the night.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Her date
scary.
did. Yeah. They left.
Yeah.
But, you know,
that's probably for the best.
at
Probably.
that point, I felt more bad for the comics. And she
Yeah,
didn't talk
that's
during
fair.
my set, which
That's
made
fair.
it feel even worse, because I was the only guy as the host that didn't get interrupted. And, you know, I don't stand by it, but I do.
Yeah.
But the other lady, she was, again, talking during everyone's set at, what's the Tuesday mic over here in Fort Worth? Do you know? Oh, Southside Cellar. We were at Southside Cellar, and she talked during everyone's set, and by talk during everyone's set, I mean she got wine drunk with her bestie and was screaming during everyone's set.
Yeah, wine drunk's another type of drunk.
Yeah, white
good
drunk
drunk.
blonde lady. It's just a bad mix of shit. And I was coming up during my set, and I picked up the mic stand as I'm starting my set. And as I pick up and turn around, she starts talking and go, "I'm not the lady, or I'm not the dude you want to be doing this to, lady. Like, I'm not right now. It's a Tuesday. I'm at a shitty place. None of my friends are here. I'm in a bad mood." And then, like,
Oh my gosh.
and she just kept trying to come back to me. I'm like, "What are you doing?" Like, I politely kind of asked you not to do this.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I have a microphone, bitch. I'm automatically louder than you are. And then she just kept, like, to the point where she would stop and then start in again. And then it got to like 2 or 3 minutes into my set of me trying to get through it. And then I just gave up. And I go, you're making my eardrums bleed. Please shut the fuck up. Are you here because your husband kicked you out? Just a rapid fire. Just a rapid fire of I hate you.
Was the crowd laughing?
The crowd was comic, so they loved it. It was these two people, and
gotta know your audience.
Yeah. Gotta know your audience. And at Southside Cellar, it's 20 comics that are like, yeah, shut them the fuck up. They're our only audience, but they're bad. Get them the fuck out of here.
I would have been laughing just because it's a good joke.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I felt bad. I still feel bad, but
She probably doesn't remember if she was that drunk.
I hope so. As someone who's always, like, in college, I was that lady, probably. So I
Just get wine drunk and go to open mics?
Not wine drunk, but anything that was in front of me drunk and go to bars. And I would talk shit to people and get them in trouble and thrown out so I could play pool and I could get them kicked off the pool table. I was an instigator.
I could see that.
Yeah. Only in hockey is there 2 minutes for instigating, too. So I got off scot-free because I didn't throw a punch. And if I dodged a punch, they were like, wow, thank you.
Giving me a lot of information here.
Yeah. Well, what's a podcast if it's not just oversharing?
Yeah. You know?
So what was your worst heckler?
Oh, my God. I was
at that one guy from the Revenge of the Nerds or Princess Bride, same guy.
Yeah. He just hit on me the whole time, which is crazy, like, when you're at a show.
During your set?
Yes, last night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
yeah,
but
yeah.
my worst heckler was
I thought you were saying your worst heckler was the guy.
No, I would have accepted that based on what he said. No, so I was at a country club, so a bunch of like very like well-off white people.
No.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't.
He shot not a comedy special. He shot a special for someone at a country club for TJ Evans.
No.
Okay.
No, but I was hosting and there was this guy sitting down front that was like very drunk and he was kind of like talking, through the different comics, but whatever, it wasn't terrible. And I got up there and I did my bit about looking like Rihanna. And I know I don't look like Rihanna, so don't come for me. That's the bit. But I said that and he like very loudly was like, maybe after she got punched, and I just like stopped.
Oh, that's so mean to you, but that's a good joke in general.
Paxton,
that's a really good joke in
side
general.
are you on?
I'm on yours. You're my friend, but I gotta give that guy flowers. Okay, if he said that at Blake, I still would have laughed. That's quick. That's funny. It didn't work, but like it.
You're hateful.
I am.
You're a hateful man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think I used to go to therapy?
Used to.
Yeah.
Now I started hating my therapist. No.
It was crazy though. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Totally caught me off guard. That was my first like real heckler, and I like froze for a second because I was like, that did not just happen. Like, there's no way.
Yeah. That's tough.
Well, the rest of the audience was like, why would you say that?
Oh,
so they were against him, like,
at
immediately.
That point, you can't really say a whole lot either because it's not going to come through everyone hating on him.
What? Yeah. I told him he should leave telling the jokes to the professionals.
There you go. That's a fun one. Just get in and out quickly.
Like, just stop talking sometimes.
I still think the one that Liz said was probably the worst.
What did she say?
No, where the dude called her.
I mean,
called her a whore, like in the middle of her set.
Liz Mooney.
I forgot about that. And
shout out Liz Mooney.
Yeah, that's if you listen to her set, it's it's anything but being a whore. She's a very respectable woman.
Right.
Very
She's
nice lady.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Very funny too, but also just a very nice lady.
I have a theory. I think people want to be comics, and so when they come to like a comedy show, they like think that, like, oh, I'm gonna get one off and like say something, everybody's gonna laugh, and like it does not pan out that way. No.
Yeah.
I feel like we should bring back, like, in the vicinity of a comedy club, after 3 offenses, beating the shit out of that guy.
I knew you were going somewhere close to that.
Yeah.
For something like that, if I'm in the crowd and like I know a lot of you guys now, if they said something like that, I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Right, and that's fun, but I appreciate that of you, and I know you would do that, and I love you for it. But at the same time, none of us want that because that makes a third guy talk, and then a fourth guy talk, and then a fifth guy talk. And then the host has to come up and just run riot control. It just becomes a whole different thing.
I'd kind of be for it, if I'm being totally honest. Be like, let the melee happen.
I think it depends on the show, too.
Well,
right?
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
If it's a dog shit show, I'll let shit hit the fan. I don't
Right.
care. I want to watch chaos. I love chaos. You can tell from me wanting to hate and fight everyone.
Yeah, watch me beat the shit out of some drunk asshole.
Well, I believe in the mob for a reason, okay? The streets were clean in 2006. Say what you will. There weren't
Yeah, because
homeless
Mel Gibson got a DUI.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh
He
my
drove up on
God.
the sidewalk. Good callback, buddy.
2006.
Yes, it's a good callback. Look at
He's
you.
going to be a comic one of these days.
I know.
You're
Hey,
going
if
to be
you
the guy
come-
that turns and faces the back wall.
Yeah. Like the bass player last night.
Good callback.
Ah,
We need to get gold stars on this podcast. I want to get everyone gold stars.
I have gold stars in my car.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you work.
I do.
Do you want to bleep that out? We can bleep that out.
Yeah, you can put that out.
Okay, so yeah. So was there another band that the rapper was supposed to come on?
I thought there was supposed to be a band and then the comics and then a rapper was supposed to close it out. And there was a little I shouldn't a smaller built little man
Oh,
who
a little
was
baby?
like
A little baby boy?
I don't know
Napoleon?
that.
It's okay.
Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
No. He
Here's
was
the
like
thing, I can talk about that and you can too because we're taller than you are. I'm bigger
Is
than
that
you.
the rule?
Yeah.
That's the rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can't say anything to us because they look up to say it.
So I'm just essentially talking down on everybody that's
Yeah.
smaller than me.
Just like with that man, you just like threaten to put him on a shelf and then,
Well, anyways, there was a man whispering to himself in the corner, and I just kind of assumed that was the rapper. I thought he was like practicing his song. He wasn't a comic, so
was there hand gestures and head nods?
no, his eyes were closed. And like I know that people do that before their performances. Like I see comics do it where they'll like stand there and like go over their set, but he was like,
He was whispering to himself?
yeah,
He was probably a crackhead.
He might have just
Probably what
snuck
it
in.
was.
he was dressed all right. You know,
Well, that's
Right.
how you get into the
he had
places.
fun little jeans.
Hey,
on.
crackheads in Dallas don't dress that bad.
Yeah, I mean they're getting what is it? Highland Village clothes, and you're like, oh, this is poor. Like, that's mink. What the fuck are you doing?
Highland Village is a crazy place to exist. Like
I
it's-
grew up there
Yeah.
for like 12 years before.
Blake's got a fun existence where like the first 12 years he had money, and then after that he did not.
Yeah. So
Okay.
riches to rags.
Back to riches. We're gonna get you there, buddy.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if you're allowed to have a comeback story if you've already been there before.
I hope so.
It's still a comeback. You're coming back to it.
Okay, fair enough.
You
I
know?
actually just-
Yeah.
My own wording fucked me on that one.
I come back to it with a different perspective.
Mm.
I'm more humble now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've all been humbled a time or two. Oh man, yeah, and the thing with the show last night is above the band, above the comics, above anything else, your show is gonna suck if your audio sucks, and it's crazy to me. And not on Beeman at all because he did a
Right.
great job. He was
Right,
the
yeah.
sadly the song bitch. I love you, Beeman, but he was a song bitch.
Can I make a public service announcement
Yeah.
too? Your podcast is also going to suck if your sound sucks.
Yeah.
Just going to point that out there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Not naming any podcast, but
Blake, for the love
Smart.
of Christ, please start a podcast for podcast hosting and podcast people.
You know what? Low key, like you could probably do that.
Fucking
Like,
10-minute
give tips and
videos.
tricks.
fucking pay me. I gotta move back to Highland Village. I gotta come full circle.
Like
I
you're talking
can't
to
pay
two
you.
comics. Yeah. What?
Somebody pay me.
That's what I'm saying. Here's what you do. You start doing that, post 10-minute videos, and then you have some dude reach out and you're like, hey, do you want to come just do my shit for me and then leave? And then show me how to run this once you're done? That's basically what we did here, and this is your fucking proof of concept.
Yeah, if they pay me a shit ton of money, I'll do it.
There you
Yeah,
go.
reach out to Blake if you want to start a podcast, but then, that's my Blake, so back the fuck off.
No, I'm not doing another podcast.
I know you aren't.
Yeah.
But I would love to get you a freelance interior design podcast job.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I think I missed my calling as an interior designer.
Yay.
I mean,
Thank you.
fellas, it's not gay to have style. I mean, this is pretty dope. So
Yeah.
Thank you.
Blake
Yeah.
really fucking put on for this one. This is awesome, buddy.
Mhm.
You did a great job, and, I keep telling you, but,
Thank you.
Oh, where's your audio button? You have the claps. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. It does count a little less when you have to give yourself your claps, but that's okay. You did a great job, buddy.
I'm sorry. That was loud.
Oh, here's a great segue. Ihoma just got scared, and you love scary movies.
I do. That scared the Christ out of me. Okay.
So you just showed me and put me onto Hereditary.
I did,
I'm not
I did.
normally a horror movie person either. That's usually
Boo.
not my bag.
Hmm.
I like thrillers. That's about it. But this one was horror and paranormal-esque, and it was still fun. I love this one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think we talked about this before and how the first 30 minutes when you gave me this movie, I'm like, oh my God, Ihoma just gave me the saddest movie of all time. That guy just drove his little sister's head off.
So spoiler alert.
Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of
I
spoilers.
mean, this
I
movie
haven't
has been
seen
out
it.
for like,
What, 5 years?
I
Or-
gave it to him. Why didn't you watch it while
Because he didn't fucking ask me.
Paxton?
He was out there watching it like an asshole, and I'm building this with my bare hands,
Slaving
I-
away.
and he's sitting
I
out
had-
there with a joint and fucking popcorn.
I didn't have popcorn. I never eat popcorn. You should know that about me. I had a full meal.
You don't like
because
popcorn?
It's good-ish, but it's not worth
All right,
the popcorn.
the more
kernels
I
in my
learn-
teeth.
Let me backtrack. He was out there with a joint and a pint of ice cream I bought for him.
That's
Aw,
that's
you guys buy
possible.
each other ice cream. That's so sweet.
No, I buy him shit. He doesn't really.
Paxton.
I do things for Blake too. I bully him into going to the gym so he can lose weight again because he asked me to.
I am
Secretly.
losing weight.
God.
So.
Yeah, he is losing great. How much? 30 pounds?
No, like 10.
Oh fuck! I just buried the lead. I'm sorry.
I just started again.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, 5 pounds every time. I'm gonna say 5 pounds. So you can tell me 50. I'm sorry. That's on me.
Anyways, Hereditary was a great movie.
Yeah.
Hereditary was very fun. But yeah, the very beginning is the saddest 30 minutes because it's just
You know what? I saw that movie in theaters when I was in college, and I went with my friend Mary. And when we were sitting there, and the scene happens where she's like out the window trying to breathe, she's having an allergic reaction, and they go past a telephone pole, and my friend Mary was like her head just came off, and I was like, "Girl, get
stop.
out of here!" Yeah.
You're high. Get the fuck out of here.
And then no, but like, and then it played on, and like her head was lying on the ground, and he's like breathing in the car, pretending that it didn't happen. Floored. I've never been that shocked.
I'm gonna take a step back as being obviously I haven't decapitated my sister before, but as being the guy that like when something like that esque would happen, he's not like
What's in the same ballpark as that? Just for my own.
Well, like when I was a kid, just because the magnitude of it is different. But like if I broke like a vase or something, that felt the same when I was like 3 or 4.
Can we pause? Just
I
for a
know
second?
killing my
Can
sister is
we-
not the same as breaking a
can
vase,
we-
but when
yeah,
you're
can
3 and you
we
break the
run that
most
back?
expensive thing in your house, and your parents have been fighting all day, so they're just tizzed up, like they're just ready to
What
go.
kind of fucking vase was it?
It's not even a vase, but that was just like an example. I can't think of the one thing in my head, but like I'm a nervous wreck like that. If something like starts riddling
So
me with anxiety,
You're thinking about imaginary vases and
Right.
possibly
This woman
breaking
lost
it.
her
Yeah.
head.
great example. When the cat got out, how much did I freak the fuck out? What was the first thing I told you? If not, I'm gonna go kick down their door and ask where my cat is. I just get real fucking weird real fast.
Aren't cats like self-sustaining and like okay?
Not my babies.
Oh,
Not,
okay.
not the fat one.
Well, he probably would come back for the food.
He did. The fat one was fine. The other one got fucked up.
He looked funny outside. He looked like he did not belong.
He kept running back and forth from the window to the fence, and like you could see in his eyes, like I'm gonna jump the fence, and then he'd get there, you're like I'm fat, and then he'd stop. And turn
It
Aw.
around.
looked like that meme of like Ralph Wiggum like running outside the shower. That's what he looked like.
Oh God, our animals.
Love him to death, but
Love
you know,
them, but
good lord,
they're
they're
pains in the
stupid.
asses. But like they're my pains in the ass. You know, like so
Yeah.
like. Anyways, Hereditary. What were we talking about?
So that's what I said. Like I will shut down when I get that nervous.
Yeah, so
He's-
that I understood the reaction for sure,
Okay.
but like he did a really good job as an actor, sitting there like
I was convulsing just about. Like I was so nervous.
so nervous, and like I know that they obviously like sprayed him with water so it looked like he was sweating, but like the sweat, like the very slight like shivering, his fucking eyebrows are thick as hell,
His-
you know.
he's got very caterpillar bushy eyes.
It just like, but it helps with the intensity, you know.
And like I also know they give you like a spray or an eye drop that makes your eye whites whiter. But something about that, he had still contrasted very small pupils. And I do know he's a method actor.
I thought you were gonna say meth head, and I was like, whoa.
No, maybe. Maybe amphetamines of some kind.
Oh, okay.
Fun
People take
fact.
pills.
Fun fact. That's the kid from Naked Brothers band.
Mm-hmm.
I looked that up. I had to do
I
an
told you
IMDb
that.
search.
I told
Oh, did you tell me that?
I did.
Okay, maybe I just was fact checking you when I looked that up. But that was crazy.
No, he just probably forgot.
Well, I was also looking to see what
Fact-checking
else I
me.
knew him from because, like I told you, I watched the special features cut,
Mm-hmm.
and that was how I found out he was. No, that's how I found
Wasn't
out
he
he was a method
also
actor.
in the movie with Ansel Elgort?
No, that was his brother.
Oh,
Yeah, in
do you,
Fall,
It's- with the
Fall of Our
headphones.
Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
is it Matt Wolf? Was that his name?
Nat Wolff and then Alex Wolff.
Matt
Alex Wolff is the one from Hereditary, the movie I have not seen, and I somehow know this.
But also knowing you, I assumed, and assuming makes an ass out of you and me too.
Nat Wolf, not Matt Wolf.
What'd you say?
Nat.
Nat.
Oh.
I also heard Matt.
Okay.
Sorry.
And then I heard him say Matt Wolf, not Matt Wolf. And I was like, what's the difference? What are you saying?
Oh, no, I was looking for the other one, Alex Wolf.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just click over to his siblings.
Nope. I know how to spell Alex.
Oh, wow. They
look
look
at 'em all
very
pursed.
similar.
They really do.
Interesting. He just looks like an older version of the other one.
Right, and the beauty mark.
Have you guys seen, not to jump, but have you seen Smile 2?
No.
I haven't seen Smile 1.
I'm
I'm not a big horror movie person.
I like thrillers. I like serial killers and stuff like that.
This
because
movie
it's
will thrill
tangible.
you.
But is it about paranormal activity of some kind?
Define paranormal.
Any sort of ghosts, demons, poltergeists, or anything like that?
They don't ever actually name what it is. So
Shadow demons?
no one called it that.
Some sort of obscure figure that's just opaque and in the distance?
It's thrilling. It's thrilling. The second one was way better than the first one.
Are we still talking about Smile?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I've been told I need to watch.
I didn't really like the first. I did not like the first one, but the ending I didn't like. But the second one, it's a little long. Probably
Right.
could have been about 15 minutes shorter. But like the actress that's in it, the main actress is phenomenal. She does a really good job. And for a horror movie, like that's saying something. You know.
I did see that Jack Nicholson's son was in it.
Hear me out, okay? I mean, I watched it by myself, and I made my mom watch it with me again because I really liked it. And
That's a good daughter.
Yeah, that's our thing. We watch scary movies together.
That's good.
And his son is in it, and he has this scene where like the whole thing is that they like smile, and it's really creepy, right? And so he put his head down and he smiled, and I was with my mom. I was like, "Does he not look like Jack Nicholson?" She was like, "God, he looks just." I was like, "It's like someone made a carbon copy," and so I just like Googled it, and I was like,
It's his
"It's
son.
his son." They look so alike.
Yeah, Ray Nicholson.
Like it was giving "Here's Johnny" the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
You
Please.
said Ray Nicholson?
He's one of my. Jack is one of my favorite actors of
Is
all
he?
time. Yeah, I love Jack.
Well,
Jack and Paul Newman. Those are probably my two favorites.
oh wow.
Paul Newman.
Yeah.
Um,
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
that's the big one.
Who's the guy that wrote the songs? Oh God, now I'm gonna blank on it.
He looks like Bryce Baker, kind of.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, but the one to the left of that where he's smiling. Look him up in Smile 2. Right there.
Oh,
Come on.
holy
Come
shit.
on. Right?
Wow.
Right.
Wow, that's incredible.
Crazy, right?
Does he have?
Crazy how genetics works, and it still shocks me every time.
Did he have acting chops? Like, was he a good actor in the movie?
He wasn't in it very much.
Okay.
He has a scene in it. Spoiler. Not really.
I'm
He has
probably
a
not
scene
gonna
in
watch it.
where they're like coked out driving the car, and he's just kind of being a jerk. I mean, she's doing a lot too.
Is this,
Sounds like Jack Nicholson's son. He did a lot. He
like-
did a lot of coke back in the day.
I'm sure that he did.
What show is this? Outer Banks or whatever that show was?
Oh, is that what he's on too?
I don't know, but this looks well.
I've never seen it.
I don't think this is Outer Banks. I don't know. I just saw this one. I was like, that looks like Bryce, and I was trying to figure it out.
He just started acting. Probably.
I was gonna say that's the first time I've seen
Yeah,
him.
he started probably back in the pandemic.
Hmm.
He had a small cameo in the Benchwarmers, and then he just didn't act for
Really?
15 years. Yeah,
Like,
he's
was he one of the kid baseball players?
He
or
was
something?
the catcher that Richie kicked, where he imagined his face was a mailbox.
Oh
the
shit!
catcher that was making fun of him.
I was gonna say like he was a fat kid. No, okay, I know
yeah,
what you're saying.
that was him.
That's so weird.
I can't believe y'all don't like scary movies. This is tripping me out.
Well, here's my thing. I love scary movies. I don't get into the things that don't make sense to me.
I don't like the paranormal ones.
So you'd rather like a mass killer?
Yes.
Something that could actually happen.
Yeah. Well, and
Okay.
on the fringe of what I don't know, I'm not saying that can't happen,
Mhm.
but I've seen serial killers happen before. So that's what I also took an intro to serial killer psychology in college when I was getting my criminal justice degree. Shout out to Tarleton, you shit fuck school. But I had a very cool professor who everyone after, what's the big one that everyone thought was hot but isn't that hot? He just looks regular. Ted Bundy. Everyone after Ted Bundy up until like 2015, he interrogated. That was a serial killer. So he talked to
Cool.
Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, all
Yeah,
those
yeah.
people. So like, I probably wasn't even fascinated with serial killers before, but I needed a 1 hour credit, and then he just fucking made me so interested in that.
Yeah.
Because I also get like, oh man,
Who's your favorite serial killer? Or the one that you like know
I've got a
most about? Or okay,
No,
go for it.
Actually, no. I do think one is cooler than the rest of them for
Okay.
surezies, and that's the trunk killer. The-
Zodiac?
No. The Zodiac was pretty awesome,
Yeah.
but that's 3 people. I'm sure of it. I think there's 3 people in the Zodiac.
Did you hear
killings.
that, FBI? Call Paxton. He knows
Yep.
something.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I've seen Zodiac the movie once, so I know everything.
Okay. Okay.
Oh shoot, I can't remember his real name, but the guy. He had his brother drive him around in his like Honda or something, and he drilled a hole in the trunk.
Oh, and he would shoot out of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, back to movies that do scare me,
Hmm.
like Midsommar. That movie scared the shit out of me.
I haven't seen that, and that's terrible because I love.
Yeah. The same director
Yeah.
as
What
as
did they do?
the movie you guys were just talking
Hereditary.
about.
Yeah.
Ari Aster.
Is it A24 as well?
Yeah.
The DC Sniper. That was his name.
That's yeah.
If one's gonna be the coolest, that's pretty rad. But I wish this was a movie rather than real life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But
For
I
all
like.
of them. For sure.
I mean, everyone else was just like, I'm gonna eat someone or I'm gonna kill some hooker or something. This guy was just like, I'm gonna drill a hole in my friend's car and then I'm gonna shoot a bunch of people and have them figure out who it is.
That is, I mean, that is a new take on it. I mean, it'd be harder to catch him, right?
Yeah.
Although nowadays, like, they've got cameras on every street corner, so I feel like it would be a lot, like, a quicker.
it'd be
kind of
quicker
endeavor,
for sure, but you know,
yeah.
someone's got to be a trailblazer in everything.
God. Yeah.
I'm not gonna kill a bunch of people at home.
I was going to say,
Come on.
like,
I don't got time to go to jail. Although I think I'd run a crime syndicate
don't
very
think-
well from jail.
really?
hmm
Oh, I don't know, Paxton. I don't know that you'd be on the top in jail.
Why? Because I'm purty and I have a nice keister, but that's, you know, that's what makes me rule. I give up my butt for power.
But that's not even what I was getting at. You're just really nice. I don't think nice plays all
To
that
you
well.
guys.
Okay.
Yeah. If I just get to
Alright.
be mean, nice is a
I don't
facade.
think being mean in jail is going to get you what you think it's going to get either.
No, but being
I feel like someone-
blasé.
Actually, I think being funny would get you
I
pretty
think
far
that
in
would-
jail.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I always love to hate on the person that everyone else hates. Like, I'm a bully's bully.
So you're a follower.
A follower?
Yeah.
No. Like, because I was picked on when I was a kid, like, if I find a bully, I bully that guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm like Robin
What if-
Hood, but with, justice.
Well, okay. Remember that song in Shrek? The Robin Hood song?
You got a friend
Nope,
in me.
not
What
that's
the
Toy Story.
No.
God.
What? No, he's like, I steal from the rich and give to the needy, take some for myself, but I'm not greedy. Nobody? No?
I know the song. I just don't know the words. But
yeah, me neither.
How many times have you seen that movie?
Let's not do this.
Yeah.
So fun fact about me, Halloween is like my jam. Like, I
can I
believe
go to
in
your
it.
Instagram and show
Go
the
for
people
it.
at home? Yes. Do you remember it? Is it the comedy page or is it?
No, it's my personal, which is fine. It's on
okay.
private, so.
Okay. I don't know if I have you on here though.
It would be my Instagram too.
You followed me.
On home. The
Home Sweet Homie.
Okay.
hmm That's my private, not my
We're
comedy.
friends. We saw
We're
we saw a
friends.
movie together.
Yeah.
We can still talk about that while I'm pulling that up. That was very fun. We got to go see Pulp Fiction on
Mhm.
35 millimeter.
At the Texas Theater.
At the Texas Theater, one of my
Mhm.
favorite theaters. Love getting to go there anytime I can.
Phenomenal.
Went there the night before to go see Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Can't believe I missed that. Can't believe I missed Silence of the Lambs. You guys are fake for not inviting me
I
to
didn't
those.
know you back during
That's
Silence
that's
of the
like
Lambs.
just enough of an excuse.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm there.
Sweet, thank you.
Mm.
All right.
Oh
so,
god, but I also don't know what's gonna show up.
so we got in the.
So I was a tree frog.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very creative. I haven't seen you do one costume that everyone else does yet, so that's very nice. It's refreshing.
Appreciate
But
that. Appreciate
the,
that.
the next one is my absolute fave.
Oh, God.
Do you remember the legs from I'm a Goofy Goober SpongeBob? This one is also, the clairvoyancy of you to even remember to do the top of your head is pointy.
Hello.
Well, but most people
Got
would have
to.
stopped at the stockings, and that's
The stockings. Okay.
That's very fun. This is
like
what?
1800s.
Oh no! I remember the one I'm looking for now. Boop. Oh, wasn't that one? But we gotta pay homage to this.
Thanos.
It's fun.
Thank you.
It's very fun, and I hate
Iron
Iron Man,
is a
so
bitch.
very good.
You
Thank
hate
you.
Iron Man?
Yes, but I also hate Josh
None of
Tramiello.
those
I wonder
are
how that's
costume
correlated.
photos. None of them.
No.
Pops
No, those are
out.
costume photos.
Jump scare. Okay.
See, you do like horror.
What are you going for on that one?
I was Captain
Captain
Hook,
Hook.
in a dragged like parody
Okay.
roast battle.
All right.
Oh yeah, so go also check out Mana and Claws Out Comedy. They do a bunch of
yeah.
character comedy roasts, and that's very fun if that's your thing.
Okay.
I'm just not. Oh, I do remember seeing that one. Right after I had watched that movie too.
I don't remember what I've posted on here, so
I'm just trying to get down to Squidward. There
there
it
he
is.
is. You remember Handsome Squidward?
Handsome Squidward.
Oh my god.
And the chest hair too.
I
Fucking
know.
Great.
I know.
That's awesome. That's so much fun.
Thank you so much.
I wish I had the balls to do this for Halloween. I do quietly love Halloween so much, but
Okay, wait. So there's
Rock?
so many. Not that one. Keep scrolling.
I wonder.
There was Shrek. Keep going. You remember? Wait, go up. Oh my God, that's okay. You remember?
Oh.
You remember?
What does he say? Damn it.
Can I have your number?
can I
Can I
have that?
have it?
Can I have it?
Yvonne, it's a French ass name, Yvonne. Le croissant.
You look like someone's uncle. Like, not even uncle, like just the friend that was always around your parents. That's
Okay, best one still to come. So X out of that, and then scroll fast because I don't need people seeing me in a bikini. Oh wait, can I go back? Go back up. Go back up.
oh
Go back
too
up.
far.
The thumb. Go up. Go up.
What?
Go up. Up. There it is.
Oh hell yes.
This
the
is.
thumb
I'm still the
thumbs.
proudest of this one. That was the first time I really went all out, and I've done a bald cap every year since.
Oh okay. So
Yeah, that's a bald cap.
How hard is the bald cap?
It's really not that hard, and they make really cheap ones that are thick, so you can just like wear them like a helmet.
really.
Because when you use like spirit gum and stuff, you'll pull your hair out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So
Oh my god, that's so fucking.
yeah.
I've always wanted to do that, and like, I've always even wanted to get to the point where I could go as something cool.
Mm.
But every time I like, oh, I'm gonna go. Like when I was a kid, I wanted to be Ghost Rider so badly.
Mm.
Nick Cage's Ghost Rider. That was all I wanted.
Aha!
I loved him. I told you that.
You never once admitted that.
No,
Never. You always
Admitted?
shit on him.
Nick Cage is his favorite
Always
actor.
shit on him.
That's your
Thank you.
favorite actor?
I
Yes.
love Nick Cage
Of
but
all time?
Favorite actor
He's a goat.
is crazy. I just like from all the movies I've known you've seen too. Like
Interesting.
Samuel L. Jackson, nothing. Like
He's great. He's up there for me.
right,
Yeah,
but not over Nicolas Cage.
dude, legend.
He's
Great.
been a legend for
He
being
won an
kind of bad.
Oscar. He has an Academy Award.
One.
How many does Samuel L. Jackson have?
I don't fucking know.
Oh,
Zero.
I don't
That's your
know,
thing.
but he should have a bunch.
He should have a
He
lot.
should have gotten one for Pulp, but
He's-
he got
He should have
robbed.
gotten one for Pulp, and he should have gotten one
I
for
don't
being.
think that's a good measure though, because Leonardo DiCaprio didn't get one for like the longest, and then the movie he got it for, come on, The Revenant.
Have you ever seen
Oh.
Leaving
Come
Las
on.
Vegas?
No.
That's the movie that Nick Cage won an Oscar for.
Mm.
That is one of my favorite movies.
What movie is it when he's a cop and he goes to like some like compound where he like fathered a child with this lady and then he gets burnt up?
I love that movie.
Why? Oh my god, I
so
watched
bad.
Wait, okay, say that again.
The
I'm sorry.
The Wicker Man.
The Wicker Man. Because it said it was a horror movie, and I was like, "What? This is so what?"
Well, so it's funny because that was back when he was having money troubles, so he was just kind of taking.
Everything.
Yeah,
That's when he
and-
became a joke.
Is
and
that what
he-
makes him a great actor? I'm so
No,
confused.
well, he read that script and he was
He's my
like,
favorite actor. He's had a lot of problems.
he read that script and he was like, this is a horror movie, but I'm gonna play it as a comedy. So he like trumped. That's why he was so over the top.
That
He's like
whole movie
screaming
was
at the
just-
women.
yeah.
That was the bees where they actually put live bees in his eyes.
Oh, there's not enough money in my
What?
eyes. Mm-mm.
For
Yeah.
a shitty movie?
Yeah, look it up. Nick Cage bees.
Is this what I'm like to you, Blake? I'm so sorry.
Hmm.
Not the bees. Yeah, they're real fucking bees.
I've seen this meme before. I didn't realize it was real.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah!
How can you pour bees like that?
Ah!
I have never seen this before in my life.
Yeah, they cut it from the movie.
I was like, I watched that movie.
It was on like the unrated extended cut.
What's your favorite? I don't get it. You've
Who's
seen
your
so many
favorite?
things. I don't know. It's a good point, but
I have a lot of different favorite actors, but I think he's like
He's
like
top tier for
yeah,
you.
Yeah, I have his picture back here.
yeah, he's got Colonel Cage back there somewhere.
Yeah, he's like in a captain's uniform.
Okay, so do you have a
Having
favorite
Nicolas
actor?
Cage on your wall is like a crazy thing to admit.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I
okay.
don't care.
Well, he's also got fucking what's the second guy in Dumb and Dumber?
Oh, Harry.
Yeah, he's got Harry from Dumb and Dumber taking a shit in his bathroom. So Blake's a weird guy.
That's actually the least weird thing.
I mean, at least it matches like the scenario.
It does,
Yeah.
but it's also when he's like about to die, like in
Oh,
Wait,
I've,
when
never,
he gets
I've
the-
never seen that movie.
He
Oh.
gets the X-Lax and he's on the toilet. That's
yeah, I mean,
it's like a painting too, so it's like real majestic.
his legs are up in the air. It's fun. I
RJ
like it.
Prince, he complimented me the other day.
Yeah,
RJ
RJ Prince
Prince
was also talking about shoving cinnamon rolls up his ass. So
I was literally just about to say RJ Prince is a classy guy, so if he liked it, but I take it back because
Hey,
what?
he came here in a suit and
Yeah,
then
and
talked,
then talked about that.
this
Yeah.
was here. Another thing I've noticed a lot is I'll bring you back down to my level of dirtbag. And it was like 50 minutes in, but then I finally got
You
RJ.
got him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh
showed him
my
homeless
God.
people on Kensington Ave, and ooh, that's what we're doing. Kensington Ave. Have you heard of this?
I haven't.
Oh, it's so much fun. It's my favorite thing in the whole entire world. So this is a live camera feed setup constantly of 5 different cameras over Kensington Avenue in downtown Philadelphia. And right now this is a great nice little calm before the storm because it's usually things are getting set on fire and people are getting stabbed. Like you can see a lot of things on this avenue. There's also been I found out about this through Big J. Okerson and Bert Kreischer. They did a podcast together, and Bert Kreischer found a very Philly famous guy, found him on Instagram, and was texting him like, "Hey, you're live on Kensington Avenue. Come outside the bar. I see you." And he's like, the rapper came outside and sprinted outside because he thought the government was watching him. And then Bert was like, "Oh yeah, I'm telling a random guy I never met that I can see him right now."
So you sit and watch people
Yeah, I need background noise for work.
stab each other.
Well, that's not always stabbings. Sometimes it's just a dumpster fire.
How long since you went to therapy?
yesterday
I like
we had
to
a
go-
session.
I like to go 6 months
I
on,
think
6
you should
months
be
off.
fired because
Yeah,
Are you
buddy,
hearing
if you're
this?
giving me help, that's fucking crazy because you
watching
need to
people
go way
stab
more.
people. Oh, I bet
That's
it's
wild.
cold out there too.
I'm trying, but God, you've calloused over and you think you're okay. That's a problem. I know I'm fucked. He's one of my good friends. He lives in my house. I know him dearly. And it's also, I don't know if this is something you might want to cut out, but it is crazy to me that you can eat a ham sandwich at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it was actually roast beef.
That's-
It was on
exponentially worse.
it was on sale.
You just made it even worse. You just
'Cause
tripled
it-
down.
It's partly the meat, but it's less the meat and more the time. Why are you eating that at 8 a.m.?
Because
I was behind ham sandwich because I don't know, because like bacon, roast beef is an interesting.
I gotta save money.
At least there's ham breakfast sandwiches. I've
Nobody's
seen-
paying me to do this shit. Like,
Dude is getting Arby's at 8 a.m.
no, I wish it was Arby's. Like,
No,
it
you
was a
actually
cold
make-
sandwich.
You
Did
actually
you
make a
know-
very decent sandwich. It's roast beef, spinach, not even lettuce, spinach, and
Yeah,
spicy
lettuce-
ranch and pepper jack cheese. Like,
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, but at 8 a.m., that's wild to me.
Lettuce is not good for you. Spinach is the way to go.
What?
Yeah, I used to work
Lettuce
at
is
a
just
Subway.
water.
Yeah, I used
Yeah.
to work at a Subway.
Yeah, it's not bad for you
What
either.
do you mean it's not good for you? Yeah.
You said that like it was like killing you.
It's not good for me.
Why? What
It
does it do
doesn't
to you?
react well in my mouth.
Tell us the truth. Tell us the full extent of the truth. What happens?
My mouth kind of gets like a little, it's not like an allergic reaction, but my mouth just doesn't feel right after I eat lettuce. So
Do-
then I switched over to spinach.
Like he's switching over fucking antipsychotic medication. So I switched to spinach.
Yeah. So I
Fucking
switched to
Popeye over here.
Prozac.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're a fucking lunatic. Yeah, but so am I. That's why we get to.
I think this is the most I've ever talked on the
Crazy.
podcast.
I love it, buddy. You're doing great.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
I've never been on a podcast, but it sounds like you're doing
You've never
great.
been on a podcast?
I have not.
Well, congratulations.
I bet
you're on a good one.
Thank you. I was
Yeah.
very excited to come do this.
I bet here pretty soon you also get put on. They would do one for Big Laugh too. I can't remember. I don't know if it's the Big Laugh podcast or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
they were building that room for a while. I'm sure it's
Yeah.
done now. Yeah.
It is. I saw. Oh, Blake, you didn't click on the live feed that one time with RJ because look, we're right back.
That is so sad.
It's not that sad.
It's a little sad.
It's a little sad, but like.
That's not a little sad. It's a lot sad. Yeah.
I love how you're like, that's so sad. And when we showed it to RJ, he was talking about shoving cinnamon rolls up his butt.
How
Yeah.
did you even? Oh my god.
He's just talking about out crazy and crazy.
That is so sad.
You act like it's sad, but also they're rude.
You know each one of them individually?
No,
talk to
but
him?
when they walk by and ask for my food, I get mad because that's my food. I'm
Oh, really?
territorial.
You spent a lot of time on Kensington?
Yeah.
In Philadelphia?
You're right, but downtown Deep Ellum, they're usually not that rude down there because they're
I was
not
gonna
awake.
say they're
Oops.
One time I did a guy asked me if I had any money and all I had was a $2 bill because I carry them around with me.
I've done that. Yeah.
And I gave it to him. That's all I had, like all the cash I had. I carry them because it's like good luck in my head.
Yep.
I am not OCD. I didn't meet diagnostic criteria because I
Ihoma,
studied.
who are we to judge you right
No.
now?
It's because I studied the DSM, so I knew exactly how to answer the questions.
What is the DSM?
The diagnostic.
Like the test. The test.
No, like the book of diagnoses. So like diagnostic criteria.
Yeah, you're not OCD at all.
Anyways, but I gave him the $2 bill because that's all I had, and he was like, "The hell am I supposed to do with this?" And I was like, well, give it back, and he was like, "No." I was like, "Okay, well then what?"
Then shut your ass and give me my shit.
I had a homeless man. He ran up to me in the parking lot. So I was in my car, and he like knocked on my window. He's, "Hey man, you're a big ass dude. Like, can you give me some money?" And I was like,
What does
That's
that
not
have
how
to
these
do?
work.
I was like, I have
Right.
some quarters. He's
Because I'm large, I have to give you money now? What the fuck is
yeah.
that translation?
like, I was like, I have some quarters. Like, I don't have any cash on me. And he's like, no quarters. I'm like, you're homeless. Like, why the fuck are you bartering with me on quarters?
You see?
And
They're
then
not nice.
And then I ended up having a $2 bill in my ashtray, and I gave it to him, and he was like, "Oh, thank you." And he was really nice.
He just yelled at you for giving him quarters.
Wait,
He's
so
not
back
that
to
nice.
back to Pulp Fiction. Seeing Uma Thurman, 1,000 feet tall,
That was pretty rad.
ODing
Oh, so good.
Lance!
was an experience because
Where's
all
my
of us,
little black fucking medical book?
all of us were too young to have like seen that movie in theaters.
Exactly.
You know.
Well, I just saw Interstellar in IMAX for its 10th year anniversary like 2 days ago, and I had the perfect seat, and it was the greatest movie experience I've ever had.
Who'd you say you saw? I'm sorry.
Interstellar.
Oh,
the other day.
right.
Like if
What theater did you go to?
AMC.
Hmm.
It was the
Oh, yeah.
greatest movie experience because that's like a classic movie,
Right.
and it's right, and just like that's the thing about Christopher Nolan is his movies are rewatchable because they're great movies, but like every time you watch it, you learn more and more about the movies because they're pretty complicated. But it was like watching it for the like first time, but like I couldn't describe it. I was like, they need to start making movies like this again.
Favorite movie of all time?
That's hard.
Well, that's why I asked.
It changed.
Going back to favorite character or favorite actor, I kind of feel like mine is favorite characters in movie situations. Like,
Okay.
I think not necessarily Samuel L. Jackson's my favorite actor, but him as Julius, right?
Yeah.
Jules Winfield.
Yeah, I wanted to call him Julian. I couldn't remember. But him as Jules is one of my favorite characters of all time. But in the same way that like he's not going to get an Academy Award for that.
Yeah.
Because
He
he's
should've.
he should have, but he's also
Well, he was nominated. He got robbed.
Oh.
It was
I
one
didn't
of
know
those, one of those things with DiCaprio where they robbed him so many years because they all,
knew he was going to get one in the back end.
Yeah, it's all like a numbers game thing. Yeah.
No, but okay, no, because he got his Oscar for The Revenant, which was an awful movie. I hated that
But
movie.
he should have gotten
never
it
saw
for
it.
Wolf of Wall Street. That's actually my favorite movie, Wolf of Wall
That-
Street.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
That's a
The
great
Titanic.
one. Yeah.
Come on, like he had heavy hitters.
The Aviator. The Aviator's great. movie.
Throughout his career, and like he got it for a movie where he spoke 10 words throughout the entire movie and grunted knowingly into the camera for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Crazy to me.
I wouldn't give anyone an award for that, but I do love those kinds of movies. I kind of miss the movies where there's a lot of silence.
I know that it
Silence
was
says a
based
lot.
on like a true story, but when he put gunpowder in his neck and lit it on fire to cauterize his wound, that's when they lost me.
That's
I
a
was
real
like,
thing.
okay. I
I
understand
don't know that he
that.
did that, but
No, he did.
I don't know.
well,
Wolf
like
of
the
wrote
real
it.
story.
Yeah. He like wrote it in the little thingy.
Oh, then how did they lose
I thought
you?
that's what it was.
in the Wolf of Wall Street when he's still in the midgets, that's when he had me. That's why I like that movie. Yeah.
Blake likes
That's what did
throwing
it
little
for you?
people. That's why he showed us Gooble Gobble.
Oh my god.
He's been wanting to throw Gooble Gobble people all day
Oh
long.
god.
You ever seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah, so the first time I tried to watch it, he was snorting coke off of some girl's
Yeah.
butt, and I was like, that's not for me. And I turned it off.
Here's my thing.
Because in the first, 5 minutes of
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've seen it.
My thing with Wolf of Wall Street is the same thing with the Dallas Cowboys in that I love them hate their fans.
Yeah.
Usually the people that overtalk about Wolf of Wall Street, and I've heard 4 people with Wolf of Wall Street jokes in comedy.
In my defense, I watched that movie the day it came out, Christmas Day.
I'm not taking anything away from you, Blake. You're a nice person.
It's a very popular movie. I mean, you are not alone in liking that movie.
But
Right.
that movie wasn't popular whenever it first came out. I was one of the first people that was on it. It didn't break a profit until 6 months in.
I liked it
that
first.
multi-million-dollar movie. You were the one that found it.
Yeah.
I liked it first.
Yeah. Yeah, I showed
Name
that.
5 of his movies.
I showed so many people that fucking movie.
They should have put you on payroll.
They should have. It was actually financed by
You're a
Like a-
third-party consultant now. for movie
like
firms.
a drug lord in like a third world country. That
They should
was
have wrote
like
the critique.
he like ran a human trafficking ring.
Do you guys remember Slumdog Millionaire?
Oh yeah, great movie.
Vaguely. I think I watched it too young
Just
and in and
maybe.
out of sleep. But
Yeah.
I don't. That's where his whole life is. Each time he answers a "So you want to
Mhm.
be a millionaire?" question, it flashes back.
Flashes, yeah.
Kind of fun. Kind of.
You just don't like good movies. Okay.
No, my thing is more. I've seen, and this is my thing with a lot of movies. Is if I see the spoof of it before I see the real one, I don't like
You
the real one
shouldn't
as
do
much.
that.
What fucking spoof was there?
But there
Oh.
wasn't. But Family Guy always has a spoof of some
I
sort.
love Family Guy.
I do too. I love
I
it
love
so
it.
much. But if I
I've
see the
learned
Family
so
Guy,
much from that show.
I did too.
Google
and-
Gobble, one of us.
Was that on Family Guy?
It might have been.
Probably was.
Yeah.
They've had a billion episodes. They need new shit to
Mhm.
talk about.
Mm.
They need to talk about Kensington Ave.
Turn that off.
I can't.
That's
I'm
so sad.
I'm intoxicated by the homeless. But here's the thing. Here's why I don't like them, because I envy them. They're so free.
Oh, when I was homeless, I was very happy.
You were tent homeless. That's different.
Yeah. Still sounds like he didn't have a home, like a brick and mortar. You know.
True, but he wasn't Kensington Ave homeless. He was in national parks. He was homeless and smart. I'll give him that. He moved park to park. You are intelligent.
Yeah.
Did you have a car then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
another
was pretty much
step
living
away
out-
from
I was-
homeless, but
I was
still
pretty much living out of my car.
Do you like camping?
No, I fucking
Oh,
hate camping.
I hate nature. So like that, I would rather eat glass than bounce around from park to
Yeah,
park.
I had to learn how to camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
want a different Kensington Ave too?
No,
Oh.
Paxton, I don't want to watch Kensington Avenue anymore. Makes me sad.
Oh, look at all that trash. Oh, they're kissing. That's nice. Young love. Okay, we'll get off.
Is this what you do? Like you just go? Look
I have a
at...
lot of time to just consume content.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I do good work with my job, but also I get the job done very quickly.
And then you've got just time
He
to,
he
come
plays a
back.
lot of Xbox. He really
Okay,
does.
but before we say I play a lot of Xbox, I own, even more so than I play Xbox, I listen to podcasts, and I just need something to do while I'm listening to the podcast. So a lot of the
You're
time
able
it's
to do
video.
that?
Oh, yeah.
don't
I have
do
to
that.
I
because
don't know, why don't you lay vinyl flooring down while listening to a
I'm going to do a
podcast?
bad job. Yeah.
Did you do something worthwhile?
Okay, here's why I don't lay flooring down. Who did this flooring?
You?
Exactly. It looks like dog shit. I'm not going to touch the floors again. I'm going to pay someone to do it. This was just a quick fix because I was tired of the bare concrete.
I don't know. Listen to a podcast and clean out the garage.
That's a very good point. I need to do that. But I also need to do the garage sale first.
Yeah.
But shut up. I built a bed today. Suck my ass. How about that? Fuck you.
Oh.
Your dad helped you.
My dad did a lot of it. But, someone had to hold the brackets. He has the truck with all the tools. I can't take wood anywhere anymore.
You built a bed from wood to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Not
actually,
like an IKEA frame.
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
No,
Chris,
we built that because I hated the IKEA frame I had before. I spent $250 on it, and it like day one it came broken,
Mhm.
and I've just been living like that for 8 months, just gingerly getting in and out of bed.
Gingerly.
Yeah,
Like
there's
an
a
old
lot
man.
of duct tape. Yeah,
Chris
A lot
was
of
real proud of that bed. Like,
he was.
Yeah, he showed me. He was like, "Come look at this."
You know his hilarious joke he said to you about getting into professional bed making business?
No.
Oh, well, he made it once to you. He made it 35 times to me. Yeah, there's like my dad might be autistic. That might be where I came from. But like, if he finds a one little tagline he likes it, and he's gonna let you know that he likes that closer of his. But speaking of closer, we are at an hour and a half at this point, and people usually don't stay that long. So now's a good point.
Shit.
Yeah,
Are
we
you
probably
kicking me
lost
out
him at
right
Google
now?
Gobble. No, you can hang out and stay. I just
We probably did lose them at Google Gobble.
we did for sure, and that was
No,
on
that's
me.
where we gained them.
I don't know that that's true.
That's when we gained our specific audience, but we lost the rest of the people watching.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
one
I'm
day,
sorry. I'm
one
just
day,
trying my best out here.
one day we're gonna be so popular that people are gonna watch back on these episodes.
Oh yeah, I don't need millions of fans. I just need 60,000 of them that come to shows sometimes.
I don't know that you want people to watch back on these episodes.
I hope they
This
do.
one I don't mind. Other ones I'm scared.
I work
This
very.
has been tame
I
for
work
me.
very hard on these episodes.
I believe that you do. I don't know that you want people looking back and seeing you watching Kensington Avenue.
What's wrong with that?
Just that's
If anyone's gonna come
bizarre.
at me, it better be for Google Gobble. If you come at me for
Bizarre.
Kensington Ave, I didn't put this on fucking YouTube. Okay. This is just something I indulge with a lot.
Judge me by the person I am in front of you,
Not
the
what I
person-
watch on
yeah.
YouTube.
Not by my browser history.
That's what Diddy said.
No. That's different. If we
Yeah,
were judging
he-
him off his browser history, that'd be crazy. But
No.
he wouldn't have diddled all those people.
The problem with Diddy is he's always been done bad shit, but he
Mm.
was also still running a sex trafficking ring
Yeah.
God.
currently. So
burns.
it was like he never stopped doing bad shit.
Silver lining, though, Diddy's Bad Boys of Comedy is how I found Big J. Okerson, one of my favorite comics.
Yeah.
Thank you, Diddy. You did a
If
great
you-
job
if you-
with that one thing, and that album you did with Notorious B.I.G. That was good.
If you look at Mel Gibson, he's done a lot of bad things, but he's been clean nose for the past 10 years.
He's doing great.
So, yeah. So, you could still judge him for what he did, but I think he would rather you judge him for the person he has become.
I'm sure Hitler felt the same.
Well, I mean, he's dead.
damn.
It's like, what are you talking about? When you do awful shit in the past, like,
I don't know. I'm trying to make a Mel
yeah, I
Gibson
know you're trying to put a
tag
spin
back,
on
yeah.
it. You just want Mel Gibson to know who you are.
No,
Okay.
I just want a tag back from
Mel,
my
this is Blake.
from my last Mel Gibson joke. I want to bring it back.
You did a great job today, buddy.
You did.
I appreciate your energy and effort. You really
Yeah.
put onto it. We're gonna have to get you more Celsius. More.
Yeah.
I've had a flat tower. I just kind of sput it out. Yeah. Yeah. Have we not talked about how I grew up with a speech impediment? No. Yeah.
Yeah,
I had
he
to
was.
work
I'm
my.
sorry, I'm
he
trying to
was
be a
overweight
super-
and had a speech impediment.
Yeah. Why do you think people hated me? Yeah.
That's why you want to be the big bad boy of prison, huh?
No, it's why I know I could be.
What would your prison nickname be?
Stutters.
You had that too fast, first of all.
Yeah, it's because I remember there was an episode of 60 Days In where the pit boss name was Butch. There was also another one named Bull Rider.
Oh my
but
god,
that's
you
not
are
a
a
good nickname.
follower.
But that's I just
yeah.
followed the show 60 Days In. I'm not a sheep.
Mm.
I am not a sheep.
But you heard the name Butch and you're like, that one. That's
Well,
gonna be
that was
me.
the quick one that came to mind. Where
Okay.
this is all about quick wit.
What about Razor?
Razor.
I feel
That's a
like
good
then I'd
one.
have to cut someone, and
Probably.
I don't really want to.
That's
cut
how
anyone.
you
You only
become.
got to do it once, and
Yeah.
then they'll believe you do it.
No,
So-
I just want to stab someone. You can call me Shank.
That's how you run the crime syndicate.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: in
True.
jail, if you murder, you're
Mm.
not as cool. But if you inflict pain and then they're scared of you, then you're in charge.
Mm.
I've stabbed you once, and I'll do it again. Or you can work for me. Now, give me your honey bun.
Have you ever seen that interview of the guy that was wrongfully in prison for like murdering somebody, and he did like 40 years in like the worst prison ever?
Mm.
Was
And
this just so happened to be the lady, the guy that Kim Kardashian got out?
No,
Okay.
no, he got out probably like 10 years ago, but
Okay.
he had a cell next to the guy that Buffalo Bill was based off of.
Oh my God!
Yeah, crazy story. I'm not even going to try to botch the story
Mm.
because I've only watched the video once, but like
Mhm.
he told some insane shit.
Yeah.
If you ever want to go down a rabbit hole,
Do you remember the name of that
I'll,
person?
I'll find it.
I'm sure you could just look up
Yeah.
like guy who celled next to.
He
Whatever.
was on Rogan's podcast back when Rogan was
Rogan really
cool.
will have anyone on now.
Wow.
Won't he?
Oh, this was back before Rogan became.
Rogan.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh well. But if you will go ahead and plug up your social media one more time where they can find you at home, and if you've got any shows coming up, please tell them where they can come see you.
I have to go look and see what day it is. Hold
Okay,
on.
then I'll go ahead and plug up first
Okay, plug
to give
first.
you some time.
Okay.
Please follow me at pbailey_comedy and Dingbat District Pod on Instagram and Dingbat District Pod on TikTok. Please also subscribe if you're already here. Please subscribe to the channel. We have a new episode come out every week, and new clips come out every single day. This has been a very fun podcast. Thank you for coming. I do want to make sure I say that before I go through. December 27th, I will be with Peyton Payne, a fan favorite of the show. She has the DCC Regulator show, so please come to that. It's going to be a very awesome side road show. I can't wait for that.
You told me about that?
That one's pretty new.
Okay.
And then off the top of, I think, and I'm sorry if I'm forgetting anyone's show, but I think off the top of my head, that's the next one I have that's up until like mid-January, so I'll wait on that one. But if you
Gotcha.
found it, you have any shows coming up?
I do. So on December 26th, I'm going to be at Kilkenny at DCC.
Oh,
and then-
right. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
shout out to Kenny Lee, another
Kenny
fan favorite of the
Lee.
pod.
Good
Very good
friend.
friend. That's his show, and you're doing 61 seconds of a...
No, so actually audience members get the chance to come up and try stand-up for 61 seconds.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's
We're just
pretty fun.
doing some spots on it. But
Yeah, that's really fun. That's going to be... Are
Mhm.
you like on the panel, or are you doing a set, or...
we're doing sets.
Oh, okay, very
Mhm.
cool.
Should I try to kill Kenny for?
You
60
should.
seconds?
You should try it. You know what? The worst thing that's going to happen is that you get up there for 61 seconds and someone might give you a chuckle.
Is it like roasting?
No, it's
No,
just
no, no,
61
Oh,
seconds
okay,
of
it's like
your
Kill
material.
Tony, but
Yeah.
But it's Kilkenny.
All right.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You think you're a roaster?
I think I could be a roaster. I think that
You are a
it-
writer, and that's at the end
you,
of it.
If you asked me to do a roast, I would be down for that. If you asked me to
Mhm.
do a comedy set, I don't
Mhm.
think I'd be down for that.
3 years from now, we're going to do the Dingbat roast of, and I'll keep you in
if,
mind.
If there was a
Um,
roast of somebody that I
Mhm.
knew, I could probably do it.
I do hate roast battles and like roasts of, but then
Yeah.
again, if we did a roast of, it'd be for naught because no one knows who the fuck we are.
Yeah.
So
If it was like a 60-second roast, I don't think I could roast Kenny though. He's such a nice guy.
he's so nice and like
I love Kenny, but Kenny could get these scorch marks too. So.
Oh, right. 100%. I just don't want to.
I also have a show at Comedy Arena on December 27th. But
Oh.
yeah.
Poop. I think I have that one too. Okay. Wait.
Yeah.
While we're still just barely on air, where is that?
But yeah, my name's Ihoma Honda. You can follow
Okay.
me.
Wait, are you there on the 27th? Are
Oh,
you sure?
Honda.
27th, yeah.
Okay, I'm there on the 28th, so I got nervous for a second
Why'd you get nervous?
because I thought that maybe this was the same show we were on, and I double booked with Peyton in this one to get from DCC to.
Oh,
McKinney.
yeah, to McKinney.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Peyton
But-
would have been fucking pissed.
Granted, even if that was the case, this one starts at 10 p.m., so we're good.
All right. Solid.
But yeah, other than that, please keep coming back to watch episodes and go watch some more episodes and follow Ihoma. And she's also always at Big Laugh Comedy coming up, so go check her out there and go check out the club. Other than that, thanks for watching another episode. Bye.
Oh, Honda.
Bye.